Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm FuzzEx and we're playing Parcel Simulator. I've played it now for 51 days, and yeah, so we're now on a Tuesday. This is a little house that we live in, apparently, even though I've got loads of money. We live in a shipping container, and I'm not meaning a nice shipping container house either. So this is a little front yard, I guess. So it's our bathroom. You can see the porta potty, and back there is the sink. Yeah, and people keep throwing garbage into this area, so we have to. So every day you have to pick it up, which is a nuisance. And this is where all our deliveries for our factory arrive at, and so we have to bring them from here. So we get rid of all the stuff that we don't need anymore. And here's our cat. We have a cat, which doesn't really do much. It sits there in the box happily, and yeah. Oh, and another bag of garbage. Yeah, so if you're playing the game and you want to get the secret achievement, you need to stack some parcels around here so you can jump on that container. So then you can explore beyond. I'm not going to be doing that today, but because I don't want to spoil the surprise what that achievement is. I've actually maxed out all the achievements in the game. So this is the factory. So fairly simple. You've got the store here. Parcels come through. Some are approved. So start of the game, you've got two types of shipping. You've got the truck and rail. So you throw them in the chute if they're already approved. That's it. Sometimes they'll be invalid submissions, so you have to throw them in this chute here. It's to get rid of them. Or if they're not approved or invalid, you have to work out if they are or not, which is why you have a desk. This is the most upgraded desk you can get. Yeah, first of all, it's fairly simple. It's the shipping type. So you've basically the types of shipping are by road, which is 7 days a week, by rail, which is 5, and then I can even remember which I believe. Yes. So then you've got by ship, which is the last lot of shipping you will have access to 1 day a week, and planes 2 days a week. Well, by air, as they say. Yes, but there's also some invalid ones, like by letter, by birthday cake, and by carrot, so make sure you have to reject those. And initially you have to also check by country. Got all these random countries they made up, but you might say the country name is Kristen, but the flag will be Congradi. So, or it might be a totally random made up flag that's not on our list, or a made up country or the name might be spelt wrong. Yeah, so then the next thing you go on to by weight, then by serial number. Serial number is a pain because you have to enter all the numbers initially before you get the automated scanner. Or I should say scanner gun before they go totally automated. And then it's the stamp. The stamp doesn't have that many rejections. Then finally by content, you're not allowed to ship any of those. And to do that, you actually have to open the package if it says prohibited to see that nothing's inside them. That would be the fewest lot of rejections you have. I've actually maxed out everything in here, or conveyor belts and that. So at the moment I've got this. See, this here is a sort by cargo type, so it's putting the road in here even though it says road and rail, because I wanted one where I could get rid of the road cargo, which is probably the highest number of parcels, and we know that rail only does 5 days a week. Rail is the second most highest volume of parcels, and it's the invalid one. And along here we've got the via plane, which we can't open at the moment because today is not a day for via air, I should say. Along here then we've got the via shipping. I actually cleared off all the backlog of parcels because everything was slowly grinding to a halt. We had many. This is all this gold here is the by rail, because you've got 2 days where you can't ship by rail. It really backs up, and I've had to expand that multiple times. The purple here is a secondary via road, just because if I put everything on the main conveyor belt, it will back up. So I divert my pre-approved road from one of the units that checks everything. This one can be by air or by ship. I kind of alternate it whatever one is open. Again, just to reduce the pressure on the main conveyor belt. This is Again, we've also got a secondary invalid one, and it's our stamper. So it's stamped, and this here will divert onto the least busiest conveyor belt, which is handy because otherwise by the time we get to 5 o'clock, as you'll see, things do back up. We've got all our processing machines. Some of them are in slightly random orders, which I probably could improve, but I haven't. And I'm going to start the day. I've now got automatic unloading as part of the upgrades. Quite a few upgrades. So I've got the speed, which is the number of trucks that arrive per. What I try and do is at the start of the game, I just throw everything out of the truck and then check it afterwards, rather than just take one pass out, check it, then go back for the next. Because we want to try and maximise the amount of income. Then I actually increased the delivery size, so initially you get 3 parcels once things start up, then you go to 5 and finally 7. Conveyor delivery, that's the automatic unloading, which is really helpful. Export size, it just increases the number of outgoing parcels you can have in the bays, which is it's kind of handy if you haven't got this automatic exports on. Once you have that, automatic exports just means that the trucks leave once they're full. Finally, the least important is the flooring. I've actually customized the warehouse with the wooden floor, and I've redone the walls, and I redid them again so they could actually potentially be what they looked like originally. I've forgotten what they looked like originally. But and she color coded all the different bays for the appropriate colors. I think since I've got everything automated, there isn't a huge amount to do, except for occasionally check this. This is my final splitter, which will go to sea/maritime or by rail. But occasionally I'll get the odd parcel bumped out there, which can be a pain because it means you've got to throw it back in the belt. Because of the shipping limits is isn't 7 days for everything. Fine things do back up. I just had to re-expand the rail one because I found everything was grinding to a halt because nothing was getting through the last two sorting options because there's so many parcels. So found the highest racking. Yeah, all my racks just keeps up and no more. Yeah, the ear one is probably can get pretty bad as well because of that's only once. Sorry. Yeah, the is it the ear one? I've forgotten already. Sorry, the ship one. The ship one is usually okay, but it can get dicey near the end. The ear one isn't so bad anymore. Now I've got all this racking here, but I've had to have trouble with everything backing up. Yep. So with the belts, of course, green is good, blue is in processing, and red is invalid. This is optional for painting. There are other colours, so if you wanted to, you can actually have that purpley colour. Yeah, so from here, I kept blue for via air because I was thinking the colour of the sky. Green because sometimes the sea can look green. This one here is an interesting one. I picked gold because if I look at the shop and the storage, I can do black, which I would have liked to have done, but when I go to decoration, there's no black paint, so hopefully they'll add some more paint colours. Yeah, also be more consistent, so that means you can pick up the wall paint colours can be used for the conveyor paint colours, which would be nice. And also there's apparently the price changes depending on the colour of your walls. I don't know. I don't understand why they've bothered doing this for this game, but it's not really a decorating game. Oh, you can see this is beginning to back up along here. So in theory, that diverter should be diverting everything along here, but it doesn't quite do that sometimes. I find that these bridges are one of the weakest links in the delivery chain. They slow things down. You can get an option to launch parcels, but I find it's kind of really not kind of what I want to do, and doesn't seem kind of that realistic. Imagine like an Amazon factory would be a more properly designed version of this. Yeah, this at one stage I expanded it too much and almost gave up on it. Ideally, I'd have a complete line of scanning per arrival door, but I don't. I can like this one here is the only one that's got the full range of automatic scanners. Other ones they share the lines, like this one, like the store here. I go through two scanners because I just happen to have two of the same kind, and then merge into the other door. And same happens with the first two doors. Yeah, but if you want to probably have a bit more organised, you could probably make that happen. So when you start the game, make sure that once you've got the automatic unloading, that the length of the conveyor is long enough. Because otherwise you can get things backing up, so you can't actually unload the trucks. Yeah, and basically the upgrades for conveyors, it's $50 for go from level 1 to level 2, and $100 to go to from level 2 to level 3. Yeah, which isn't too bad, but you need an awful lot of conveyor belts. Even though the system is fully automated, in theory should be perfect. Find that sometimes you'll get parcels that go through that are incorrect. And we do have a 99% accuracy rate, but yeah, one lot I accidentally released a whole lot of parcels of the wrong kind, but sometimes it's been wrong. Things haven't scanned like they're supposed to, and yeah, other times it's just been I've missed something wrong with the parcel, or something not wrong with the parcel because I've accidentally rejected something that's valid for shipping. And reached the end of the day at 5 o'clock, so all the doors will close. It does pay to check, they do close. One day I actually had stuff that some reason the parcel didn't leave the truck and sat there, so I had to fix that. Yes, I could have potentially lost out on a whole lot of additional parcels. Oh, you can see something's happened here with these. So they're for rail, but they just didn't process for whatever reason. I think I really should have that at... Oops, I should have gone past it. Other. So hopefully that shouldn't be throwing the parcels out that are actually valid for shipping. Even though I've got the sorting early on, I somehow found that invalid method of shipping and one for road have ended up here. I don't know why, but it happened. Oops, I've missed upgrading that, so it's upgrade that. So even that automation isn't perfect, but I guess even the real life companies, things can probably go astray. So it looks like everything is processed in this area. Just a matter of waiting for the parcels to clear onto their respective conveyor belts. Going to clear here. So it's a matter of waiting for this line of invalid parcels to clear. And it's a good thing that the air one goes tomorrow, because we're down to that one storage rack there. Just cutting it a bit fine. So once that things start backing up, it can go wrong really badly. Like one stage before I added some of the more racks, I ended up having to throw parcels literally onto the floor, so the conveyor belt will keep processing all the other types of parcels. And so that is one day at our factory for a shipping company, I should say, FuzzEx. So I'll just clear that because I've got 3 left. So we want those done, so we get paid for the day. Let's wait for that final parcel there. and that's done. Nothing to press there. If things get really backed up, I will, this conveyor belt here with the lights is one that can pause or unpause the belt. I will actually fill that up so it gets like 15 out of 16 there, then stop it just to give us a little bit more storage. Okay, I'll press the button for here, and I know, since I know there's no more maritime tomorrow, so I'll turn that off. So next day things don't start filling up in there. So yeah, just a case of pressing the button, and likewise here. And the last one, which I need to do two things to, press the button and tablet. Bring up the tablet and see, something's gone wrong there. So somehow we've sent something through the shipping line, which that happens. So tomorrow we've got air, so I need to change this one here. So the air one will just go through there, and there's a little bit more of an area to the game, which I'll quickly hop over to. I find it's sometimes quicker just to run along the conveyor belt than actually on the floor. And this is the contracts room. When you start, I find contracts really handy. This basically you've got requirements and you get some extra cash. It may or may not be worth it. I've never actually done the math to see if it is. Like that one there, $206 for one parcel. That's really good. Whereas 410 for 8 parcels may not be. And we've got the staff room, which is kind of boring. We've got this basketball hoop. So let's see. Give that one more go. No. I must admit, in real life, I am terrible at it. So let's try. Yay! Oh, that's the original disc there. For some reason I can't seem to get rid. Well, I tried getting rid of it and it didn't work. And you can't do anything much with this room, so it's kind of, yeah, just there. So overall, I found the game really fun. I guess, yeah, now that I've actually got to day 51, I think I've probably achieved and unlocked all achievements. So yeah, so I don't know whether I'll progress on this game, but yeah, it's definitely worth buying, especially if it's on sale. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.